trying to get a picture for the beginning of my video. If you guys have seen any of my videos on YouTube, you see that they always catch me when I'm in the middle of taking a deep breath or thinking. I tend to look to the left or the right when I'm thinking. Or my eyes are big and they're rolling, so I was trying to get a good picture. So I hope that was good enough. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a minute. I think it's been probably like 4 or 5 weeks since I last talked to you guys to tell you what's going on. I have a lot to say today. So if you see me looking over, I kind of wrote down some things so I can, don't want to keep it too long. Everybody's, our attention spans are very, very short, and I don't want to make it like a 14, 15-minute video. So first of all, what is going on with me right now? First thing is, what am I doing right now? So right now, I started this week off doing I'm planning on doing a 7 to 10 day smoothie / juice cleanse. Now, normally I would just do juice and sometimes do water in between, depending on how the scale was moving. So what I did this time was I'm currently training for a half marathon. So that's a first for me. So never done that before. So I don't know how my body will react to the amount of running, jogging that I'm doing, and just taking in juice. So just to be sure, like the days where I do run, I am doing smoothie just to give me a little bit more. Not really sure. Not trying to do what I did at the beginning of the year, where I did, 120 days of just juice and water. So I'm doing that. Just something just to kind of, just because I haven't done any kind of long fast probably since July, I believe. And so just want to get to that, get back into doing that. But I doing the training for the half marathon. I like goals, I like having a vision, writing stuff down. So I wanted to do that, but I was like, for 3 months I'm training for this half marathon. I didn't want to not do any kind of fasting at all, which leads to the next thing. So I give you my goals for the year. Of course, they've been adjusted. I re-looked them over, kind of hitting things up a little differently, which is what you do. You make a plan and then you adjust. So as you guys know, if this is your first time, I lost 100 pounds so far this year by starting off the year with a 120-day juice cleanse or juice fast. In between that, I would ramp it up, would do I think the most I did was 14 days of just water when the weight kind of stalled. So I lost 100 pounds pretty much by the end of June, and it has stayed the same. I've kept it off. A little frustration in there. If you see my last few videos, I was a little frustrated. I kind of think I know why, but I'm not exactly sure. As I said, this is a journey for me, so I'm trying to learn. I started training in August, September, October, in August for this half marathon. While training, I also started back, I'm eating and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because my biggest goal for this was to figure out, okay, I knew how to lose the weight. Not saying it was easy, but I knew how to lose the weight doing the juice cleanse and juice fast. But I gained most of that weight back. So I was like, how do I keep it off? So the bigger goal of the two, 1, lose the weight, 2, how to keep it off. So I've been trying to figure out. So I did the big long juice cleanse at the beginning. I want to have maybe 3 or 4 months where I just ate and lost some weight. And I said, man, if I lose 30, 40 pounds on my own just by eating and just by eating normal and exercising by normal, what I choose to be normal for me, I'd be happy. And then the last 2 or 3 months of the year, I try to knock off the rest of it. So started back eating. I tried, what did I try? I tried, keto. Tried keto. I love eating that way because I can eat all the steak, burgers, and everything that I want. But I just after losing the weight, doing the the juice and the fruits and stuff, man, I just didn't feel the best, because I was eating a lot of meat and cheese. So then I switched over and got to a plant-based diet. Not saying I was vegan or anything like that, but 90% of my food was plant-based, whole foods. and that was going well. I could tell my body was changing, especially once I started training for the half marathon. However, I was not losing any weight. That caused me a lot of frustration. I could not figure out why the weight wasn't coming off. So two things. I had some people tell me, well, because you're running, you're using your legs and your thighs and everything. Those are your biggest muscles in your body. So you're probably just you're building muscle up. And I was hitting the gym up because I didn't want to be flat like I was last time I lost 200 pounds. So I'm lifting weights, running, building muscle up. So there's maybe that's the reason why. Because again, my body was changing, still changing, getting smaller, but the weight was staying the same. And then, of course, I had the big thought, say, hey, I'm leaving the scale alone. I'm going for overall health, going from my height to hip ratio, not looking at that scale because that scale was controlling me and I didn't want that to control me. So I noticed my clothes started getting smaller, bigger. I was in smaller clothes because I had that goal of being in a size 36 pants and a large shirt by the end of August, which I met. I'm still in that. I still wear large shirts and still wear 36s in just about everything. Some stuff I even get into 34 on a couple things. However, that goal of being by the end of September being in a medium and being in the 34, not yet. That's gonna probably take another month or two. But I check, my waist. I did look at the scale one time. And one time that I did look at the scale was I went back home to Alabama, Roll Tide. And I did pretty good. I was very proud of myself because of what I did. And I hope I'm not talking too fast and jumping all over the place. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I adopted an OMAD system of eating, 1 meal a day. For me, I like to snack. I love popcorn. I love, the almonds and the cashews and the raisins and all the trail mixes and stuff. And so I will snack. Even though I was weighing everything out and I was portioning everything out and making sure that I was, staying within my calories or whatever, most of my calories are coming from the snacking. And, for me, I was trying to stay within a 2,000 calorie program or whatever. And so starting first thing in the morning, eating and all that kind of stuff, 2,000 calories is not really a lot of calories, especially when doing the amount of running that I'm doing. So I just went to 1 meal a day. That worked out. It was great for me. Fasting 22, 23 hours a day. When I get home at night, I usually eat between 9 and 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. Sometimes a little bit later, sometimes a little bit earlier. That worked out well for me. Went home to Alabama, as I said before. 75% of that trip, I was OMAD and I ate well. That other 25%, I got down a little bit. But as I said, I only gained 3 pounds. When I came back, I only gained 3 pounds. Now, silly me, I came back and did worse. When I got back, I was like, I didn't gain that much weight. And let me eat a little bit more, just kind of not bad, but just kind of chill out, not be so regimented. So I did a week of that, and so now I'm like, hey, let me just knock off a little bit that I feel that I gained because I try to stay off the scale. I did look at it before I left for the trip and when I left for the trip. And for those of you who want to know, I was 207 when I left and I was 210 when I came back. Don't know what I am now, but I do know my clothes do fit a lot better, about the same as they were before I left. Because I'm staying up. I don't like that control that the scale had, or that I let the scale have over me. Another thing that I was figuring out was like, okay, why am I not losing weight? One thing that I did not share with you guys, I guess I said I was gonna be honest and open. And if you're sensitive stomach, whatever, don't like gross stuff, cut this out. I couldn't use the bathroom, and by bathroom I mean number 2. I was not having bowel movements. We went on a honeymoon not honeymoon, I keep saying honeymoon. We went on an anniversary this year, and we were gone for a week, and I think I used the bathroom twice, and it wasn't a big movement. So all that food that I was eating, it just stayed in me. So again, just kind of talking and researching and figured, okay, well, I got to figure out something, because before I started fasting like this, I was very, very regular, but I have not been since. And I mean, like saying maybe going once a week. And then if I go, if I don't, I myself would do an enema at home just to get the stuff off my stomach, because I wasn't using the bathroom. So I started a series of hydrocolon therapy, colonics. And when they were doing it, she was like, yeah, she said, I can tell, you've got a lot of stuff in here that, you've been backed up or whatever. That's going, and they gave me some, what's it called? I think it's called Colon Max or something. It's like a natural pill. It's just like plants and stuff, whatever, that I take 2 to 3 every night before I go to bed, which helped me to use the bathroom because I have not been regular. So I'm doing that. So as I said, so a recap, counting so far this year, lost 100 pounds, have maintained it. I'm in a large shirts and 36, 34, 36 pants, depending on who makes them. OMAD is what I've been doing as of right now, because I'm training for the marathon, the half marathon, which is on November 4th. After I do that, I probably will do one other, when I say long, 20 plus day cleanse again before the end of the year. I don't know if I'll get to I keep thinking about the number in my head. I was thinking 160. And the 160s is where I want to be. I don't know if I'll be there by the end of the year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I probably will check the scale again, the weight for you guys. Because I used to start my videos with the numbers of where I started and where I'm at. And, I will do that again for you guys. So 1 meal a day when I am eating. Probably at least one more long fast after October. Probably somewhere between November and December because of the holidays and all that good stuff. Another thing for me, as far as just this journey that I'm on, figuring out what to eat. Stressing a lot about that because there's so much information coming to you from so many different sources. And there are legitimate claims for keto. There are legitimate claims for paleo, for plant-based whole foods. I've done a lot of those, and they all have their reasons that they work. And so it's like you're hearing this from that, hearing this and hearing this. I didn't know, and so I didn't know what to do, and I was stressing about it. And one thing that I have not kind of included you guys on, or I don't say haven't been honest, but I just kind of just kept it to the side, didn't really bring it up too much. For those of you who do know me, I love the Lord. I'm saved, believe in, God, God sent his son Jesus down the cross for our sin, sickness, save us and all that good stuff. So, I had not, on one of my runs, I was listening to some gospel music, and I realized I have not talked to the Lord about this. This is something for me. This is a mountain. This is a burden. This is something that I've dealt with for as long as I can remember. And for it to be such a big part of my life and something I've dealt with for so long, and to not even talk to God about it. And the Bible says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he'll direct your paths. And see, I kind of, the more I get into it, the more I think about it, I believe that maybe not everybody should be on the same diet. So instead of being so stressed out about, should I be eating meat? Should I be doing this? Or should I be doing that? It's like trusting the Lord more with that. What I should be eating and my diet. Like what works for me? Who knows better for you? What works for you than your creator? He created you. So he knows exactly what foods that you can take and that you can use that'll work in you and fuel you and make you feel, at your best. So I'm definitely learning to implement that, trusting God more. Not saying that I won't mess up, not saying I won't do the wrong thing, but trusting him to do it. One of the things my dad has told me, he says all the time is, I'm gonna pray like it depends on God and work like it depends on me. And so that's what I believe I need to do. And so I'm learning to do that. So it's been good. Like I say, feeling good. I'm very excited about the half marathon, November 4th. Large shirts, 36 pants and shorts. Things are going good. I definitely don't have the level of stress on me that I had before. And another thing, just kind of doing this channel, one thing that I had to, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go because I'm almost at 15 minutes. One thing that I realized is that I personally felt myself like, you know what, man, I haven't had a big accomplishment this week or this month, so there's nothing for me to go on here and say. And one thing that has happened, got a couple, new people to the channel and people kind of reaching out and talking to people and just kind of realizing, we're here to inspire each other, to help each other. And if I can do that for anybody, that's awesome, because I got inspired. I get inspired watching other people's channels and watching what they do and the things they're saying and what they're going through, and it helps. And so I'm gonna do my best to be better. I do have a busy schedule, but to be better about getting you guys, more videos. I'm not saying it's gonna be one every week, but more than once a month, because I was